Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA, the race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys, huh? What a group. You take a look at Klingon. He's been up there with the best of the class, and at number 4 on our list, you know he's performed at a very high level all season long.
And with only 3 of his fellow rookies sitting ahead of him, maybe there's still time for him to kind of make enough noise and move up.
Well, he'd have to make a lot of noise. I don't think he'll win the award, but that shouldn't take away from the tremendous rookie season he's having.
So the net starting 5. Klingon is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Garland.
Here we go.
And it's Grimes in at the small forward. And for the Wizards, you've got Naz Reid. Banchero out there with Nembhard. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Bamba in at the 5 spot. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
The quick thinking of Garland and the pick and roll, his decision-making is so impressive.
Back to Banchero. Wizards passing it around. Ball's knocked loose. Outside Garland. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Wizards. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
And it's good, 2 points.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Garland. Tries again. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Nembhard, the pass to Hunter. Now, here's Bamba. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. At the top of the key, Reid. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
First free throw is good. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
He's off on the second. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero, and that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Cunningham. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now, here's Banchero. Well, you know that he's going to find a way to get the ball in the basket no matter what D he's faced with. He averages about 31.5 points a game. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Hunter, bounce pass. Down low. And he converts the layup.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Pass to Klingon. Over to the left wing. Adebayo passes to Grimes. Now Klingon. Last game we saw him score 14.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe shared a few moments with me. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. Let's see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Klingon following the three-pointer by Washington. Here's Nembhard. Knocks it loose. Nets trail by 5. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Cunningham. That one's not going to go. Wizards have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Fires from deep. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for Goga Bitadze.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
The Wizards with the lead. Van Carroll looking around. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Washington with the ball. And Van Carroll, here we go. Here's Nembhard. Good on the three-point shot. Nembhard's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Washington. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I've really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The first one falls. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
And Washington making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And they did a super job of getting those extra opportunities. Offensive rebounds, 50-50 balls. Those possessions, I felt like, were key.
Wizards leading by 4. Pass to Reed. Back to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Bamba kicks to Hunter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Banchero draws the double. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in.
I like watching Adebayo operate inside. He is so efficient down low.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Banchero. Hunter with it. A 3-ball. Nailed from three-point land. Hunter's got 5 now.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Here's Adebayo. Again, the Nets for 2.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Barnes is checked in for Brooklyn. And now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Taking a look at Washington. Right now they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds. And of course the Nets, they're 10th best in the conference.
And right now for Brooklyn, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
And you have to wonder if this roster can get to that next level. They have talent, but if it doesn't come together, they might have to shake it up.
Here's Bamba. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Bogdanovich against Cunningham. Here's Grimes. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Banchero. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Shot by Grimes. No good. Washington has gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Poked loose and stolen by Bogdanovich. And here we go. Washington fast break. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Cunningham. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Bogdanovich again missing.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Grimes passes to Cunningham. Lets it go. Banchero grabs the board.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
Now, here's Cunningham. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. 6 to shoot. Here's Grimes, covered by Hunter.
And putting that 7'2" wingspan to good use, Hunter can be an elite defender if he keeps working at it.
For the Wizards, Goga Bitadze's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Kelly Oubre comes in for Naz Reid. And it's Nesmith in for Hunter. Anthony's checked in for Brooklyn. Now, here's Nesmith. He's coming off a 13-point game against Indiana. Banchero is screened for Oubre. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And there's Banchero on the assist by Oubre. Banchero's got his second bucket.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now, here's Cunningham. He has 5. And just miss after miss right now.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got 9 points.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Jones against Banchero. Right side, Jones. Pass to Barnes. Here's Shannon. Shot clock at 3. Over Bogdanovich. Shot's good by Shannon. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. 11-point game. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. On the basket by Jones.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Jones against Banchero. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
And stolen by Barnes. Here's Grimes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Nets have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And the Wizards with possession. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
If they can clean up the turnovers and make better decisions, it should be a much closer game this time around.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
Here's Nembhard. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Tyus Jones. Harrison Barnes is out there with Wendell Carter. And it's Shannon in at the two-guard spot. Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Shannon. Grimes passes to Carter. Bucket is good.
Now, that's just a strong take by Wendell Carter Jr. playing with some fire tonight.
Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
First trip to the line for him here.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now, so solid numbers in that department.
Shoot 2. That free throw, good from Nembhard. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Reeves got his first bucket in this one.
Nice tip in there. I mean, he's got like a 6th sense in terms of where the miss is going to go. That is really a talent.
Here's Grimes. Carter with a screen on Hunter. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
I mean, out of pick and roll, Carter does a great job of positioning himself for catch and finish opportunities.
Pass to Hunter. And here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know, few guys play their role better than Bogdanovich. And by that, I mean he's often exceeding expectations and giving his squad more than they asked for.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. The Nets making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Pass to Carter. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Jones.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Nembhard. Reed with a screen on Jones. Here's Nembhard. The Wizards with another miss. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Here's Nemhard following the bucket by the Nets. Hunter kicks to Reed. Trains it from beyond the arc. Reed's got 5.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Now here's Jones. Nemhard covering, and he's good on the 3-ball. Shannon's got his second basket.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Paolo Banchero's checked in for Andrew Nemhard. And a change for the Nets. Garland's checked in. Banchero passes to Reed. Wizards passing it around. Bamba setting the pick for Banchero. A 3-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 7. Here's Grimes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. He's got 7.
Yeah, the keep it simple method. Good decision to use the bounce pass just to get it there.
Banchero passes to Hunter. Outside, Bogdanovich. Bamba setting the pick for Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. High post try. Carter pulls it in. And so Garland will bring it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 5. Here's Grimes. Covered by Hunter. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Shannon. The 3-pointer, no good. Wizards leading by 5. Reed with it. Here's Banchero. Bogdanovich with a screen on Garland. Banchero, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Banchero's got 8 points. Pass to Grimes. Back to Garland. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
The first free throw is good. And the improvement, RJ, from Garland's dribble drive game has been immense.
Kevin, his confidence when he is ready to attack is next level. He's got great footwork. He's got a great handle. Very few defenders can stay in front of him in a one-on-one situation.
Jones checked in for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Pass to Adebayo. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Adebayo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Nets trail by 4. Outside Garland. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And the Wizards making a change here. Nemhard's checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Cunningham's checked in. Now, here's Banchero. He's got 8. puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Banchero's got 11 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Adebayo. Stolen by Bamba. It's Nembhard on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Nembhard the pass to Banchero. That three off the mark. Nets trail by 5. Cunningham with it. 5 points in the game. Carter with a screen on Banchero. Garland with the bucket. Washington's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Bamba setting the pick for Banchero. Brooklyn with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cunningham passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
And playing with some force on the interior. You gotta love Carter Jr. playing with that level of physicality.
Here's Nembhard. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
The Nets making a switch here. Houston's checked in.
Find the lane. One shot.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Cunningham finds Adebayo. Back to Cunningham. To the middle. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
That one is off. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Wizards. Nesmith comes in for Reed. Barnes is checked in for Brooklyn. And he sinks the second.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And Carroll passes to Nesmith. Hunter up top. Over Adebayo. It's Nembhard on the wing. It's good from long range. Nembhard's got 11.
This brings him to 3 total makes from the arc. We've just 1 in this half so far.
Garland against Banchero. The kick out to Barnes. Offensive rebound. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Banchero. Now Nembhard. He's got 11. Here's Hunter. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Tipped away. And here we go. Washington fast break. And that one's good. Hunter.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Pass to Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
First one falls for him. So for the Nets, Klingon, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Harrison Barnes. Nets trail by 5. And here's Cunningham. 7 points in the game. The Nets working the ball around now. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Six on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Klingon shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Neesmith, the pass to Banchero. Adebayo against Hunter. Banchero outside. This one for 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Goes back up, and there's a nice layup by Klingon. Klingon's got his first points of the night.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Pass to Hunter from past the arc. Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. From the Wizards, they're shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Nembhard, covered by Cunningham. They set the screen. Here's Nembhard. He's got 11. Hunter for 3. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Cunningham. Now Klingon. And Garland has it in the corner. Klingon with it. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Banchero passes to Bitadze. Back to Banchero. Pass to Neesmith. Hunter, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hunter's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Now, here's Cunningham. Shoots over Nembhard. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Cunningham. DeAndre Hunter, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Washington. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
When I look at the Nets, they've played okay, but unfortunately, that's not getting you into the playoffs. They were hoping to take the next step this year. That led to a lot of frustration for everybody. Their fans are hangry. They wanted to eat.
And let's turn to the game we've been watching. It was a fantastic first half for Paolo Banchero.
At times, it seems like he just can't miss. I mean, he is rolling offensively and bringing his team back single-handedly.
High-efficiency offense, just like Shaq, not including the free throw line.
I'm insulted, Ernie.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by DeAndre Hunter.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
Washington leading now by 4. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then it's Naz Reid. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Now here's Cunningham. Guarded closely. Pass to Klingon. Here's Grimes. Garland with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Adebayo outside. Nembhard grabs the board. Well, the Wizards shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Reid kicks to Banchero. Pass to Hunter. Reid against Adebayo. Hunter, the pass to Nembhard. And it's Donovan Klingon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Garland touched it last. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Pass to Nembhard. Bamba with it. Now, here's Hunter. No good with the triple.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Clearly a foul.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. Free throw good, Adebayo.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Now, here's Banchero. 12 points for him. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Banchero's got 14 points for the game.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looked. It's a challenging shot.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Back to Garland. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
For 3, Hunter hits the three-point bomb. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now, here's Adebayo. He's got 10. Yes, that goes in. And that's 11 points for Cade Cunningham.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Here's a look at some stats for Paolo Banchero. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's putting up 33 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Rejected by Banchero. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Garland dishes to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Klingon.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Inside. Klingon with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break.
And at the offensive end, Cunningham is relentless. He will wear your defense out.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Pass to Hunter. Down low. Here's Nembhard. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Here's Klingon. Covered by Bamba. Shot by Grimes. No good.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Banchero outside. Here's Nembhard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Nets trail by 5. From deep three-point territory. From beyond the arc and then some. Grimes has got 10 points.
And what a dime from Bam. He's really skilled at looking for and finding his teammates.
Now, here's Hunter. He's tightly guarded. Here's Banchero. Another one falls for Washington.
Anytime you get a look that good, it's a great trip.
Cunningham kicks to Adebayo. Pass to Garland. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 4 assists in the game. Washington's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the wide-open shot from Reed sinks the three-pointer. Reed's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Cunningham's shot is off. Wizards leading by 5. Now Banchero. He's got 16. Here's Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Banchero kicks to Reed. The rebound by the Nets. Grimes has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cunningham, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
And he makes the first. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Wizards leading by 3. Banchero kicks to Reed. Back to Banchero. Pass to Reed. And here's Banchero. Guarded by Garland. Basket counts.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Now Klingon. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Grimes. They set the pick. Second shot opportunity, and it's off the back rim. No good. Wizards have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Banchero passes to Nembhard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good. Monk's checked in for the Wizards. And a change for the Nets. Barnes, he's checked in for Adebayo. He hits the second from the line. Nets trail by 6. Garland kicks to Cunningham. Over Monk. Cunningham's shot is off.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And how about the 9'6" standing reach Bamba has? I mean, it's unguardable this close. Dunks it with such ease.
They get it back. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 17.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Nembhard, the pass to Monk. Now, here's Hunter.
Hey, yo, right here.
Monk outside. Pass to Reed. 5 on the clock. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Harrison Barnes picks one up, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. Free throw, no good for Reed. And R.J. Malik Monk has evolved into an elite bench threat.
Has always had the game for that role. Letting him be that spark plug guy suits him perfectly. And when he's hot, he is as dangerous as anyone in this league.
Now, here's Reed. 11 points in the game. Hunter the screen. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Grimes passes to Cunningham. Pass to Grimes. Lets it go from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Now, here's Reed. Monk outside. Bamba setting the pick for Monk. Three-pointer. A rebound by the Nets. Klingen's got his 5th rebound in this one. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Reed with the rebound. Washington leading now by 6. Monk finds Hunter. Back to Monk. Launches it from deep. Bamba's shot is off. And so Garland will bring it up for the Nets. Pass to Grimes. Cunningham with it. And the layup falls. Now just a 4-point Washington lead.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Hunter, the 3. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Garland's got 4 rebounds in this game. And then Monk with the jam.
Injecting energy into his team. That is what Malik Monk does.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Nets trail by 6. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Bamba. Oubre comes in for Naz Reid. Neesmith, he's checked in for Hunter. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Monk. Carter, he's checked in for the Nets. Jones comes in for Garland. Grimes passes to Barnes. Jones with the screen on Bogdanovich. That's a 2 from Cunningham. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre finds Fultz. Back to Oubre. Here's the 3. Carter pulls it in. Nets trail by 6. To the inside. Grimes. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Grimes with the bucket.
And he's quickly up to 4 made threes in this game. Sheesh, get this man the rock.
Bogdanovich with a screen on Jones. Oubre passes to Bogdanovich. And Washington again with the bucket.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Cunningham against Bogdanovich. Chalk up 2 there. Cunningham's got 12 points in just the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Jones against Fultz. And Bogdanovich now top the key. And here's Fultz. Nothing on the board. Over Jones. Fultz, no good.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
And then Carter with the jam.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Bogdanovich against Cunningham. Outside Bogdanovich. 3/4 of play in a close game here. It's the Wizards. They're up by 2 and will return shortly. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Tyus Jones. Carter out there with Adebayo. Then there's Garland. And it's Shannon in at the small forward position.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
No good on the free throw.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
And he's good on the second. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. And that will be the third of 5 straight played at home. Nemhard with it. Working on Jones. Banchero, that's good.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Carter with a screen on Banchero. Carter looking around. Here's Shannon. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the first one drops.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
The Wizards with the lead. Banchero outside. Pass to Reed. In the corner, it's Hunter. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. Rejected by Banchero. Here's Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Carter with a screen on Banchero. The three from Garland. Washington with the rebound. Reeves got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Nemhard, defended by Jones. Banchero passes to Reed. It's over Garland. Reed misses. Nets trail by 3. And Garland has it in the corner. And stolen by Hunter. And Nemhard has it in the corner. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Nemhard's got 19 points.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Now, here's Garland. Rejected by Banchero. Hunter, the pass to Reed. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. During that last break, I heard Jordi Fernandez as he talked with his team. Coach not happy with the team. He told them, come on, we have to value the basketball. We're just giving it away. We'll see if they listened. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Thursday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And when you look at that Raptors matchup, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Shannon passes to Garland. Drills it from outside. Now just a 2-point Washington lead.
And that's why you have to stay attached to Garland. He's got a quick shot, and he will fire it with any amount of space.
Here's Ben Simmons. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Klingen's checked in. Now, here's Bamba. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Donovan Klingen.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
No luck that time either. Nets trail by 4. Now, here's Garland. Count it, and the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
We see it night in and night out. It is just too hard to knock Garland off of his rhythm.
Boy, Greg, it seems like the big men have returned. And Donovan Klingen is one of them.
Yes, he is 7'2" with a wingspan to match, the capability to dominate the paint, and his impact is felt at both ends of the court.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And that one falls for Reed.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for the Nets. Cunningham comes in for Garland. Outside, Jones. Cunningham sets a screen for Jones. Rebound, Washington. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Nembhard. Driving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a two-possession game there.
Cunningham passes to Adebayo. There's the pick. Here's Grimes. Nailed from three-point land. Grimes has got 21 in the game.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Pass to Hunter. And here's Reed. 5 to shoot. And Caro. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Shot by Grimes. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Back to Adebayo to take the lead. A miss that time would have put him up. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And that one's good. Hunter.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Nets trail by 4. Jones the pass to Adebayo. Cunningham outside. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Barnes, he's checked in for Adebayo. Washington on D. Cunningham up top. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Bamba. Here's Klingon. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Reed finds Hunter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Nets, Bam Adebayo comes in for Barnes. And it's Garland in for Tyus Jones. And both free throws good for Hunter. Nets trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Adebayo with a screen for Cunningham. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Nembhard the pass to Bamba. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And not much else you can do. I mean, you can contest Bamba's shot, but most times he's just a little longer.
And that one falls for Bamba. Garland with it. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Adebayo. Now Garland. He's covered by Banchero. Clock at 4. They set the pick. A shot. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Garland.
Shaping up to be a nice night from Garland, and his offensive energy right now, the team should be pretty excited.
Banchero passes to Reed. To the paint. Hunter kicks to Reed. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 5. Now Cunningham. The wide open look here for Garland. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Hunter. Back to Banchero. Reed with a screen on Garland. And it's Banchero missing. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Cunningham with it. Nembhard covering. Another miss by Garland.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Banchero outside. Craps in the tray. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Klingon. Now here's Adebayo. Here's Grimes. Pulls up on the wing. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Garland against Banchero. And the dunk by Bamba.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. For the Wizards, Nesmith comes in for Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Andrew Nembhard. Down low, here's Cunningham. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Reed. Back to Bogdanovic. Wizards passing it around. For 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Bogdanovic has got 21 in the game.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Looking to end the run. Bamba with the block. Banchero against Adebayo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Nets trail by 13. And here's Cunningham. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
Now, here's Nesmith. Covered by Cunningham. Stolen by Garland. Cunningham left side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
A nice up fake by Cunningham. He does all the little things that help him generate points. Right here, he just gets himself to the line.
Shoot 2.
It's the first that brings them to within 10. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here's Bogdanovich. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Neesmith finds Reed. To the middle, 6 to shoot. A rebound by the Nets. Here's Grimes. Cunningham with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And the shot goes in.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Bamba. Takes a three. That shot misses.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Gotta respect that Cunningham takes charge, making something happen and drawing the contact.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 7-point game.
I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 7. On defense, Washington. Adebayo kicks to Cunningham. Over Bogdanovich. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. The Nets on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. It counts! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Grimes. No good on the 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Grimes. Off the mark. And so Washington takes the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.